guys, and welcome back to Werner Farms. So this morning we are basically just getting things around and ready for when the film people come up from Indianapolis and do their filming for their film documentary that we're going to be in. And last night, Dad was able to get this back 49 acres finished up. I ended up getting back from the port around 8 o'clock, and a neighbor swung by last night shortly after I got back and picked up the 35-foot draper. The grain cart's completely full. The blue semi has 3/4 of a load on it. I know they want to film up at the elevator. We're not going to do anything until they get here. That way we can kind of coordinate with them and figure out what exactly they want to do first. As far as beans go, we've got basically 60 acres left. Problem is though, we've got our soybean test plot and then our soybean seed treatment plot that is with Pioneer. So we have to do those later this afternoon, more likely, if not tomorrow, just depending on how things go today. And then we only have 65 acres of custom harvest work for beans, and then the rest is all corn. Well guys, it is currently 4:33 and we just got in the field. We are still filming, and we've been filming all day since 9 o'clock this morning. And yeah, right now there's 2 GoPros in the combine, there's a drone up in the air, and there's a film crew up there by the semi, and Dad's getting interviewed right now in the combine. And I believe we are going to take this semi, since it's going to be full after this round, up to Union Mills, and we're going to do some footage up there possibly. We were going to do some footage up at the port. Cargill has not given us legal okay to film up there yet, so I guess we are not going to be able to film, sadly, up at the port, but I think they're going to possibly look into filming up at Union Mills, possibly. I'm not totally sure yet. We're still trying to figure out all the rest of the shots that they're going to be taking, but this is awesome, guys. Really, really fun, and I cannot wait to see it when they release it. Morning guys, so this morning Barry is taking the blue semi over and I'm taking the blue truck and the way wagon over. Today we've got 2 plots to cut besides whatever remaining beans are in that field. Between what's on the combine and the grain cart and the black semi, there should be a truck full there, so Barry's going to go and take that in. I'm going to head up to Lakeville again and hopefully not lose another drone. Really big shout out to the Punk Rock Farmer and LDR Studios for the filming yesterday. That was awesome. We had a great time yesterday, and we cannot wait to see when the first episode airs. I will let you guys know as soon as I know more details on when and exactly where. I've got a couple locations I know where it will be airing as far as networks go. It will be on a cable network channel. That is not being able to be disclosed at this time. Personally, I do not know yet. It's only 2 people that actually know as of right now, as far as I know. As soon as I know details though, I will let you guys know, and you guys can be sure to check this out. It will definitely be something you guys should definitely consider watching. This will be very, very cool. So again, big shout out to the Punk Rock Farmer and LDR Studios. I will have them linked down below so you guys can go check them out, and be sure to follow the Punk Rock Farmer on Facebook and Instagram. Working on getting this opened up around the plot here. So over there where he's at right now, I don't know if you guys can really see that flag or not, but where that flag starts over to another flag, that's where the soybean seed treatment plot is. Obviously our corn test plot, and then our soybean test plot over here. So we will cut those last, and the corn will be whenever we get back on corn over on ours, which will probably be late sometime next week, I would assume, because tomorrow we're going to move over, well actually this evening we're going to move over to Wanatah, finish up the 65 acres, or at least open that up and finish it up tomorrow, and then probably move on to corn over there. And I would assume we'll be on corn over there till probably the early part of next week, middle part of next week, and then we'll switch back over to our corn. And probably the first field that we will run is more than likely the field just across the road over there, and at the same time we'll do corn test plot, because they're going to be hauling in lime here starting, I believe, not today, but I think this weekend into next week. So eventually here they're going to want to get that spread, so we'll want to get that corn plot out so that way they can spread this entire field done. So probably around middle of August we started having an ACU code get thrown on this tractor. It's for operator controls, and it's actually for the 4th SCV outlet, and it's the rocker switch. I said, well, no big deal. The only implement that we use 4 SCVs for is the 28 applicator, so I wasn't overly too concerned about not being able to use that 4th outlet right now. And it's telling me it again right now, ECU, yep, operator controls. So we had some issues the past couple of days with the throttle now, with the throttle wanting to basically flutter a little bit, and it's related with operator controls now. It's throwing another ACU code. So I called up our tech guy, AMS guy from Green Mark Equipment, John Deere, and basically he said, well, potentially it is your rocker switch, but it is taking voltage potentially away from your throttle, but potentially it may not be your rocker switch. So it's hard to tell if by replacing the rocker switch, which this is the rocker switch, what I'm talking about here, that if it doesn't fix it, potentially it could be your throttle, which that's essentially what would need to be replaced there, or potentially it's your board, your circuit board in the armrest here. He said potentially it more than likely is your board, because this is kind of how they start to go out. He's like, maybe at some point here your 3-point hitch might not work, or another SCV outlet might go out. He's like, it's hard to tell. He's like, you can go ahead and start with the rocker switch, and if that doesn't work, you might want to look at the board. I called down to Knox, and they don't have the rocker switch in right now, but they would have it in Monday. But if we would pay $8 to $10 shipping, they would have it in tomorrow first thing at 7:30 in the morning. So I said, go ahead and get it. That way we can get it in tomorrow and hopefully see over the weekend if this fixes it. And if it doesn't, we'll get somebody out from John Deere next week to come out and take a look at this, and hopefully that rocker switch solves the issue. But I have a feeling that potentially we're going to be looking at the board, which our AMS guy said the rocker switch is around I believe $100-150, I believe, and he didn't want to tell me how much the board costs. I'm afraid that's a price that I do not want to hear.
Over a path, so I had a back clear up here.
Say there's about 1.5 rounds left here that we can cut, and then we're going to have to start in on these plots over here. So I'm not sure which plot we're going to start on first. I guess it really doesn't matter. I can't really tell you any results on these, because really we don't know any comparisons there on which is what out there, because this is to be honest, we don't know what those seed treatments even are. This is just for pioneer research. But the localized plot data, I can tell you everything that we find off of our plot, so I will be sure to let you guys know what those results are.
If it doesn't matter, might as well cut the bean plot first, I suppose.
Alrighty then. Whenever you're ready.
58.1, 10.82.
Next number is 27A17s. So we have 6 numbers in the plot: 25 A04s, 27 A17s, 28 A42s, 31 A95BX, yeah, BX, 32 A71s, and 34 A79s. 25 A04s have done 58.1 at 10.82 moisture. I'll give you guys the rundown later. What we're going to do is we're just going to go off of the active yield. We're not even going to weigh this because we've got the active yield dialed into 1%. So this will be very close coming off the combine then, so we're not too concerned about weighing it then. We would weigh this, but the blue semi's full and the weigh wagon won't reach the grain cart, and if the grain cart had scales, it'd be a lot easier then as far as doing the weighing. But we're just going to go off the active yield, and like I said, I'll give you guys a rundown later of how these other 5 varieties do. I'm going to say right offhand, just looking at these right now, I'm thinking 27 A17s or 32 A71s are going to be the one, either one of those are going to be the ones that are going to top the plot. Well, we're hoping between what's on the grain cart and what's left on the combine from cutting these plots, will hopefully fit all on this black semi. We didn't have Barry take the blue semi in yet because, well, we might put a little bit more on that blue semi, even though that blue semi is full. So hopefully we can get this all on between 2 trucks. That way the grain cart's empty, combine's empty, and Dad and I can get moved over to Marv's, and potentially, if the wind will keep blowing, we will get that 65 acres knocked out. It might not all get into the elevator tonight. Alright, so no, they will not all fit, which isn't too big of a deal because, like I told Dad, this is why I don't back up with the grain cart and fill, because you can't see. I don't know how some of you guys do that. I don't like it. But anyways, hold on here. Let me see if I don't hit the semi. Alright, we're good. So we're going to run these beans out, whatever's left in the auger here, and we're going to take the remainder of these over to Wanatah and have Marv take them in over to Malden in one of his trucks, because, well, there's really no point in taking 100 bushel. It'd be easier for us to do that. That way the grain cart's over there and we can get rolling over there, and we'll just have him sell those in our name and be done with that, and we will be 100% done with beans, at least for now, because we have double crop beans that we still have yet to cut, which is about 40 acres, and that'll be literally the last stuff that we actually harvest this year, so that'll be after all of our corn. Rolling out. I guess we can go ahead and talk about the plot real quick. I can't really tell you anything about the seed treatment plot, because even if I told you yield data, you guys wouldn't know what seed treatments were even out there, so we don't either. So what actually overall topped the plot, even though it wasn't even in there, was 33 A24s. Basically field average with the dry corners would be about 75 bushel, but if you take those dry corners out and take those out of consideration, you're looking at anywhere between 80 and 84 field average, which that was awesome. We've never cut that good of beans before under irrigator before. But ranking through the plot, number 1 was 31 A95BXs at 72, 28 A42s at 69.7, 32 A71s at 67, 27 A17s at 63.7, 34 A79s at 58.7, and 25 A04s at 58.1. So for any of you guys that were interested in the plot data, there you guys go. And those were the Extend soybeans. We did not have any Enlist soybeans out this year. The only Enlist soybeans that we have out this year are our double crop beans, because we decided not to plant Extend beans for double crop. Some of you guys have probably never seen that before. Don't have a grain cart, why don't you use a dump wagon? That's pretty cool. Well, we're just getting over here. There's 2 tandems already sitting here. we'll get the head on in no time and get going. And Malden is literally just over there. I don't know if you guys can really see that in the camera or not, but yep, elevator is just a couple miles that way, so this will be really quick. I believe they're open till 6 or 7.
Come down here in the middle and we'll dump going north about halfway back, so you don't have to come clear down here.
10-4. Asserting my dominance. I don't know, Dad just kicked his lights on. Neighbor's been running for a few rounds. Winning. Wow, those tiger lights are crazy bright. Best thing we ever did was putting LEDs on the combine. Just need to get the light up there on the auger and the light up in the grain tank done, and then this thing is completely LED equipped. This thing is awesome. Dad doesn't want to run it over here along the side of the road and, I don't know, have everybody drive past you and go like, oh, you know, Werner's ran the grain cart over. Yeah, we're not doing that. So how about that though? It is going on 8:45. We rolled in here probably around, I think, 5:30, 5 o'clock, and just got done knocking out 65 acres. We are officially done with soybeans until double crop. And that's only 40 acres, so, and that will be done after corn harvest. So I think tomorrow potentially we're going to be doing some corn on ours. There's about 60 acres that we want to get knocked out, and we want to do the test plot, and that way we can get some rye drilled, and I will explain more about cereal rye seed that we're going to be planting, cover crop seed next year in tomorrow's video, potentially, if everything goes according to plan. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.